I want to help you to realize your full potential. I'm telling you, there's not a second person just like you around. There's not a second person that think like you, I'm telling you. And Detroit is the place where you can live up to whatever you be thinking of, I'm telling you. You guys gotta be lucky, you guys gotta be happy to go about it, and whatever you're thinking that you wanna achieve and do in life, and what you already know, what you can do good, that's meant for you. That's what you got to go after. And you're gonna find it in Detroit. Amen.
I'd say Detroit Design 2067 is a youth-driven immersion and leadership development program.
This program kind of came about to help us to show students how to engineer their own society, how to design solutions to very important but very complicated problems.
Very overwhelming at first.
I tried to absorb all of it, but it was a lot of information.
It'll help me to speak up more about Detroit, period.
I actually want to stay here now and help the community, teach others about it.
I feel like I've seen them have like every type of reaction. So when they came in, they were very like apprehensive and like, I don't know, I don't want to look at you barely laughing at my corny jokes, you know, which is fine. And as we've gotten through the program, they've become a lot more comfortable with just talking and saying ideas and not concerned with being wrong or right, but more concerned with like getting clarity on things and connecting their past experiences to now. So I think they reacted way better than I could have imagined because they've really kind of taken it and made it their own. They've been incredible. Like, they're my favorite part, easily.
Well, the week was designed to be a little bit difficult for them. You know, Jamal pretty much broke their brains in that first afternoon. Introducing them to the community partners on day 2.
You will hear kids say, call us Popo, and they know we're not Popo, we are police officers.
Most people of your age definitely have not been to archives, and that's one of the things that we're trying to kind of correct.
A lot of people felt like it's not safe to come on Belle Isle. I might get pulled over. My insurance isn't right, or I'm just black and I don't know.
And what we're looking for is your innovation on how do we keep our beautiful young people active in our community and growing it.
History, the practical application, research, it really was a sprint and designed to be that way because I wanted them to be able to walk away and say, if I can do that, I can do anything that I put my mind to.
My favorite thing about this project is that I didn't have to say everything. We had people to walk the walk so we could have the talk and then they see people living it, right? So they saw Jamon in the community, knowing things about his history. They saw designers with really complicated walks that all came to understand how important Detroit is.
You gotta take this as serious as possible. You have the responsibility of building this new Detroit.
So let us uplift our own voice using design. We're gonna design a tool that attracts people to the neighborhood. It's gonna be beautiful, and that beauty will bring people here on our terms.
We need to hear from you guys. We need to not be up here talking at you. We need to be listening and engaging, and giving you the tools to use design thinking in your whole life.
I didn't know Detroit was gonna be such a thing within this, like I knew it, it's Detroit Design 2067, but I didn't know how much I didn't know about Detroit. And I think the students were kind of forced to deal with the fact that because they were in this area, they had a responsibility to do really, really good things to keep up with the kind of legacy of the city. I learned on the panel, I learned everywhere. And I think for them to see me as such like an expert and then to watch me learning things in front of them and watch me taking notes and watch me like, oh, I didn't know that. right? Kind of gave them the space of like, that's what designers do. That's what Detroit is. It's a learning process. It's a kind of a lifelong openness that happens.
It was beautiful to be able to see them showcase all of the information that they had gathered for themselves, how it resonated with them personally, and for people to see, like, what we had achieved was really important.
I'm a junior in high school and I'm a Scorpio.
I hope we're doing well, so that's what our goal.
I'm a senior at Cass Tech.
Promotion, involvement, and expansion. We can go to schools, host events, we promote CrossFit. We hire the youth for an internship maybe. We host classes at Crossy. Just kind of get the youth involved, you know?
And our testing is a mystery game. So in front of you, you have 2 documents. Both of the documents are connected in some way. Yep, housing. So you would have to tell me at least a few similarities within 2 minutes.
Wanted to focus on something that would be short term and that the Conservancy could possibly even get started on this summer. And that concept was a Return to Belle Isle Day. With that event, we would have the t-shirt launch, Belle Isle and everybody. We also wanted to ensure that we have Snapchat so youth can really engage and promote those ideas and those events. Finally, we really wanted to ensure that we have some form of police and youth involvement to really focus on the Belle Isle Olympics. Our chosen concept was the Ice Cream Patrol, which is pretty much a unit going to give out ice cream to the community at a low cost of $1.
Because the perception is you can run up to an ice cream truck and nothing will happen to you. And we want that same kind of concept for the police. You can run up to a police car and request for the perception.
Right.
Designers. So for Seco, Deborah, Kalia, Farisa, Jeremiah, Jawaiman, Matthew, Muhammad, Samantha, Sierra, and Tamina. I am super proud of you. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for opening yourselves up to this opportunity, for being here every morning at 8:30 on your spring break. It means the world to me. Namaste.
What I hope for the future, man, I want to do this in every museum in the country. But really to see this kind of model of using museums as a hub, because I think museums hold a lot of the history and a lot of the power about how narratives go. So using museums as a tool to foster collaboration between students and communities.
It feels absolutely amazing to hear from them, to say like, this changed the way I look at the world, this changed my life, and for them to feel more equipped and ready for whatever their next steps may be. Like, that is the ultimate achievement for anyone in education, anyone in youth development. And so I'm super excited about all the possibilities for young people moving forward through this program and other programming that we develop.